It's Alec the Catholic again with another reaction video, and this one is from the Sailor album. I'm doing all the songs, I'm going in order. When I get to a track I've already done, I'm gonna skip it. And so far I haven't hit one. So the second song on the Sailor album, Rapapap. I think that's how you pronounce it. And featuring RZA, RZA, maybe, or just RZA. So far, so good. The last track, Sailor, title of the album, also first song on the album. And he was angry. He was dealing with some stuff, and all of a sudden he just started getting like philosophical and contemplative, and the meaning of life and purpose, and where do you go when you die, and like all these big questions, all because he just like took a walk outside and felt the breeze for a moment. And that's something that, like, I'm thinking about it now. That's like what happens when you sit in silence for a bit. And I know that for some people, because our world, like our society, culture, like we are constantly plugged in. If we're not on our phones, we're not listening to something, if we're not watching something on YouTube, if we're not talking to somebody, texting somebody, like we're always plugged in. My work is on the computer, like, so I'm on the computer all the time. And now I'm doing YouTube videos, like, so it's not making it easier or better for me. But it's so rare for me, at least in my personal experience, it is so rare for me to take time out to be like in silence and just stop and like notice things and just be present, like in the moment, and just meditate a little bit. Like, I never really do that, rarely do that. I think the most often that I do that is when I'm in the bathroom, right? Maybe you share that with me, I don't know. So like, it was cool to see him show his experience of that a little bit. It was kind of trippy, I won't lie. It was kind of like, what in the world is going on? But it was interesting. I'm really curious how he's gonna go from that into this next song. So let's get into it.
Face bitches pop out when it's dark. I ain't finna waste time if I don't feel a spark on sight. That pussy gon' make me want fight. Gotta go wipe it up. That pussy gon' bite. 8 shows and I come home for the payroll. Man, I got hoes that want ass on my day go. I'm a trooper. I'ma strike like a pay blow. If I need some money, then I'ma make them. Hey, then I hit up in the back, get a clap in. Pop, 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 pop. She older than me, but she.
So it's Rapapap. My bad. I didn't know that it would sound like gunshots. Here I am thinking like it's actually like the name of something. Okay, I'm kind of lost already. Like, he's rapping kind of fast, and I hear a lot of B words and a lot of H words, and so he's talking a lot of P words. Like, I'm not gonna say him. I don't need to say him. You heard him, and I don't really know what he's talking about, but he doesn't sound happy. So what's going on?
She call me da 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 da. Missy Elliott flow gon' hit like ra ta ta ta. Your dick game look cause my dick game blah da da da. Fuck that, you might make me lose my shit. Goodbye to the good guy, look what you did, now we don't care about shit. Yeah. Fuck that, I hate feeling dangerous. If you still feel comfortable, then I'm sorry you ain't made it yet. Could've been involved and felt important about yourself, but true. Had to rock the boat and you forgot the table turns and moves. Why these people around me rather look away than tell the truth? If they tryna tell some lies on me, then I'ma tell it too. All this pain in my heart, popping another apple. Everything plain, keep acting like it's casual. Put your pants down, we run to the bathroom. Sorry, we ain't got time to light the candles. Pussy got me singing, I forgot I was a rapper. Way we role play, feeling like some actors.
So is he using the P word in place of a specific person's name? He's talking about a girl. I'm assuming he's talking about a specific girl. Or is he just talking about like that part of the human anatomy I doubt it, right? That doesn't make any sense. It makes much more sense if he's talking about a specific person, a certain girl, and he's using that derogatory term to mean her in the same way that guys will use the D word, right, to refer to a certain dude who's being a jerk. So uh, it's an interesting use of the word. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm open to that. Um, yeah, really unhappy. I'm noticing something like in Yellow. Sorry, in Yellow, he was getting into fights and stuff, like in clubs. So um, I get the impression he's got some anger issues. He's got like a temper, and right now he's not happy. He probably wasn't happy when he wrote this, and he's just trashing people right now.
She don't pop pills, only morning afters. Then I hit up in the back, got it clapping. Pop, 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 pop. She older than me, but she call me da 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 da. Missy Elliott flow going hit like ra ta ta ta. Your dick game look cause my dick game pa da da da. Fuck that, you might make me lose my shit. Goodbye to the good guy, look what you did, now we don't care about shit. Yeah. Fuck that, I here feeling dangerous. If you still feel comfortable, then I'm sorry you ain't been it yet. Suck on the nipples like Bon Appetit. Don't tell me pull up if that shit ain't wet. I got protection, I need self-defense. Pull out my weapon and empty the clip. Pop, 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 that's 3 of my kids. Pop, 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 my son and my twin. She's so wet, I go for a swim. Girl, don't stop, let's do it again. Hey. Just because we were drunk, don't expect me to forget. If it's lust over love, then girl, we don't got shit.
Yeah, so he's definitely talking about a girl specifically, and like they're having sex. It's interesting that he said he had protection, and it sounded like he wasn't referring to a condom. He wasn't, like, maybe he was using that as a double entendre, like, because he was at the same time, but like he's like he's protecting himself too. It's kind of what I like in an emotional way. This is so this song, like, it feels angry, and he's using lots of sexual, like, graphic imagery and visuals here, which I'm not gonna lie, like, it's hard for me. If you, I have a little testimonial because I'm a porn addict, and it's something I've been battling since I was a little kid, like 8 years old, right? So I've gone to a 12-step program for this, and so for me, I can't get hung up on the words. Like, I'm trying not to get hung up on exactly the images he's thrown out here, which is, so this is really hard for me to listen to. I'm going to try to ignore those and try to see beyond them and see what the metaphor is. I hope you don't mind that. That's just, I got to do that for me, for my safety, for myself. I got to have some protection. Yeah. So I don't want to fall back in that. I don't want to have a relapse tonight or anytime soon. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm coming from. So I'm listening to this, but I gotta go through it carefully and not get hung up on the graphics, right? And on the graphic stuff.
Got a wife checklist and I can't see you on it. But we way too young, so it's wide out in this bitch. Then I hit up in the back, got it clapping. Pop, 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 pop. She older than me, but she call me da 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 da. Missy Elliott flow going hit like ra ta ta ta.
All right, so the Missy Elliott flow, like, okay, so this is the third time he's done this little chorus thing. So this is not as good, I would say, of a song as Kids or even Sailor, frankly, for that matter, because he keeps going back to this little chorus here, this little, like, repeating this phrase he keeps repeating. I'm not saying that that's because he's a bad rapper. No, not at all. It's just some when you're in the middle of a song, you're writing a song, you gotta figure out what you're gonna spend all your energy on. This song, he did not necessarily want to spend so much energy on the verses, right? You don't want to make them much longer than this, and maybe it's just because maybe he's forcing some things out here to just finish the track, possibly, or at least make it long enough to pass muster. I don't know. We're only like barely halfway through it, so I can't judge the whole thing just yet. But I will tell you that I don't like it. I don't like the need to go to like, it's like when boy bands go na 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 na, you know, they go into the na na nas. It's just like, like as an artist and someone who like plays music and write, and I've written some of my own songs, which I hope you never hear. um, like it seems weak sauce to me, and it's something that people do because they're just trying to finish the song, or everyone's focused on like the actual beat, and there's something else in the instrumentation going on in the melody that's being played, that words don't, aren't necessary. Here it's like there's not really much of a beat going on. There's really no melody going on. Like, I wouldn't put this song on and listen to it. Frankly, I wouldn't put this on and listen to this in my free time for fun. Primarily because of all the stuff he's talking about. It's really graphic. But on the second hand, it's just like, it's not really a song that I relate to. Like, I can't relate to this, and it doesn't, the energy feels odd and kind of off, and I'm not like, there's not much to it for me. So, but that's just me. And again, the song's not over, so maybe it'll be the crazy twist, and we'll go to Alice in Wonderland. We'll go to Wonderland again here. Yeah, I don't know.
Your dick game look cause my dick game pra-da-da-da. Fuck that, you might make me lose my shit. Goodbye to the good guy, look what you did, now we don't care about shit. Yeah. Fuck that, I ain't feeling dangerous. If you still feel comfortable, then I'm sorry you ain't made it yet.
Okay, so maybe he's telling me, so if you're still in feel, if he's saying right here, like, maybe this song, and maybe I'm trying to get the point here, maybe the point of this song is to make you feel uncomfortable, is to make me feel uncomfortable, and I feel uncomfortable. So, yeah, if you're still feeling comfortable, you're an idiot. That's what he's saying, right? That's what it sounds like he's saying. And I'm like, is he talking to me as an audience member? Is he talking to his fans? Rich, are you telling your fans that this is all their fault? The way you feel right now is their fault? I don't know. You tell me, other fans. You tell me, other fans. Am I interpreting this wrong? Would you listen to this song? Are you who's comfortable listening to this song? Like I was saying, there's really nothing going on in the instruments. He's not really spitting bars. There's nothing really crazy cool coming out of it. It's just a lot of like graphic, like anger and like angry sex. If there's any kind of sex at all, it's angry sex, and it's like dirty, and it's like, so we still got a minute of this to go. But we're in Wonderland.
They could never take what you came with.
Oh, this must
They're
be
gonna try to find a
RZA.
thousand ways to say the same shit, but you'll be different. Because it's insignificant, they're ignorant. Rich Brian was born to be rich, with talents and balance, and the ability to face life challenges. Represent your artistic intelligence, your genetic pigment, your culture and your power, plus your refinement. Focus your strength. Emit a laser beam wavelength that break the chains of mental enslavement. Be amongst the brave men. Witness.
So now it's turned into like an emotional, like a motivational talk. It's kind of cool. This guy's like preaching, He's like, he's gonna say, "Can I get an amen?" at some point. Like, this is kind of cool. Okay, so I'm trying to piece this together. So he starts off the song, and he's really not happy, and he's mad at this girl, and he's got all these problems, and he's telling people, like, it's all these other people who made me this way. You want the bad guy? Like, you're going to get the bad guy. You don't want me to be the good guy. Here I am. This is me being bad. And frankly, like, he was not good at being bad. I don't think so. Like, the whole first half of this song I could do without, frankly. I really can't. This part I like now. Now all of a sudden it's like there's a story being told. Is he listening to this guy? Is he getting fired up by this guy? Is this guy trying to help correct him and guide him back to the correct path here? It's an interesting structure to this song and the previous song, The Sailor, where it's just like, yeah, it's like kind of angry, dealing with some stuff. All of a sudden it comes back to being like really introspective and deep. So I like that. I do like that. I do. So I'm going to finish this here and see what else Mr. RZA has to say.
The modern day kung fu, performed inside a vocal booth. Keep shining, keep surprising and energizing the generation. Keep the 88 rising, and rising, and rising, and rising, and rising, and rising, and rising.
That I paused it one second. Yeah, you don't have to see any of the suggestion things pop up. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So it ended on a high note. Started off really angry and bad, graphic and talking about all kinds of body parts and things, and then it wasn't very fun. Frankly, it wasn't fun to listen to. But it's real. I gotta give him that. It's real. That's what he was going through. That was the best way he could express it. So I'm not, like, this is what he chose to do. I take it as it is. It's not for me. Frankly, it's not for me. I don't really like it. I would not listen to this song again, probably. But it did end on a high note. There's something different. He's like, this guy's reminding him what he's all about, reminding him what he's here for, reminding him how to get back on the path, helping him chart his course. Sailor, be the captain. That's cool. Gotta keep it rising. Thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I will see you in the next video. If you have any critiques, feedback, I'm a noob to this, so I'm learning. Alright? I hope you like what you see. I hope you subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Peace.